Copyright 2017 Win Your Brand. All rights reserved. This video is subject to copyright owned by Win Your Brand. Any reproduction or republication of all or part of this video is expressly prohibited, unless Win Your Brand has explicitly granted its prior written consent. All other rights reserved.
The strategy. So on the strategy, we should be able to figure out the post schedule. You understand now why you have 3.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay? So if we want to plan for, so how we can use this knowledge of whole day and the plan for the current 90 days plan. So what you want to do now for the 90 days plan? You want to design a landing page. So we want to design a landing page. That's right. Which will exist on your website. What this landing page will use for?
Collecting leads.
For what?
I really need one for the BioWell, for the chakra reading.
So these are customers or are affiliate?
Customers.
For customers. So you can do the same for affiliate, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So if your lead will be here, what are you giving for the lead? In exchange of their email?
A report.
Report. So once you create this on your website, what metadata will be added to the landing page? You will have the same concept, that's right? You will have the title, you will have the images. So once this will be a post on your landing, on your website, it will automatically go to all of these. That's right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you can go organically and do sharing among Facebook. And you can also run a small paid ad.
I don't really need a domain name, I think, for, but it's kind of catchy for chakras. Can you guys think about something?
I don't know. I mean, so is this just for the landing page?
Yeah.
So
Why not?
So as soon as you say chakra, I have no idea what it is.
No.
It sounds like a diet shake to me.
Yeah,
Right.
I know you.
So if I don't know what it is, you're not going to engage me.
Mm-hmm.
If I know specifically what a chakra is, and then I'll remember that because that's what I'm interested in.
Mm-hmm.
That's one avenue. But now I need to know what that chakra is. So you have to be able to describe what a chakra is to me in a way that I'm going to engage you. Oh,
But
I
then,
need to know about
am I
that.
not looking at an audience that already knows what a chakra is?
I don't know.
Because-
It depends on where you want to use it.
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking for the general audience to remember your website name? Or are you looking for something related to a chakra that people want to delve deeper into the chakra program or an advanced program
Mm-hmm.
where they already know about chakras and they want to take it to the next level or have a deeper understanding of what you're doing? Am I sort of right?
What do you think?
He thinks I'm right.
If you are, he's right, and he's also, it can be corrected in a different way, because if you are using this as a temporary domain to stand alone as a landing page
Yeah.
Landing page for what though?
for a program, which is a BioWell program,
Okay, so who are you advertising to? Who's the, do you have
Nobody knows about BioWell, but you know, like there is.
who's the audience that you're going to put towards a landing page? Are they people that you've already done the one-off sessions with?
No.
So how do they know?
So it is targeted audience. It's people who already know that chakras exist.
Okay. So that landing page though, you're offering one offer.
yes, the landing page will only to collect leads
Collect leads and
and
have-
then nurture them through MailChimp or Infusionsoft.
Yeah.
So my point is, if you wanna run as a temporary.com. You don't need to. It
So
can,
if we were looking at sales, I would say you'd want something with chakra in the name. If you're looking at collecting leads, I would say they're not educated in what a chakra is.
so it
or-
will be like better life, like better style, lifestyle.
Yeah, which then opens it
But
up.
there are
to-
so many people who offer better life or better lifestyle.
Like if there was a generic term that you could use to describe chakras to me that I would link to or identify with. You know, when people say Reiki and chakras,
Maybe I should just ask somebody who is really interested in chakras.
Just to go to Google and look at chakra and look at what are the equivalent words for
yeah,
chakra.
we do that right now.
You know,
How do you spell chakra?
CHA. Let me
C-H-A-K-R-A.
come back. Let me come back. I'm not gonna do the search.
Holy crap. Muladhara, Sahasrara, Manipura,
Well, yeah, that.
Ten Simon. Chakra definitions. Energy points. There we go.
Hmm.
Energy points. There we go. I like that. Chakras or energy points are knots in the subtle body. Subtle human channel called life force, vital energy. Write those names down. Life force, vital energy. Seven chakras. Their name derives from Sanskrit word for wheel or turning.
So, can you also go to AdWords and see if you go to word planner, keyword planners.
Okay.
So if you go to keyword planners,
Keyword planners?
yes,
Keyword tool.
keyword planners. Yes, on Google, Google advertisement. You'll be able to see when people search for chakra, what are they searching.
Right. Choose the right keyword. Keyword planner. Re-enter the word. Go to keyword planner. Oh, really? It's just loading. Find new keywords. There we go. Chakra. Okay. Keyword relevance. Chakra healing, meditation, balancing chakra charts, 7 chakras, root chakra, heart chakra, third eye chakra, chakras in humans, chakra cleansing, colors, Everything relates to the word chakra.
You know, Mike, this is exactly like wrestling. Like when we go around, people say, "Oh, we don't like wrestling.
Like
You
what?
don't
We don't like wrestling. We don't like to watch wrestling." And when we went there and we had all of this crazy fan about wrestling, that's right.
Yeah. Everything relates to chakra. What were those words I gave you? Energy what?
Life force, vital energy. But you know what I do is chakra balancing,
Yeah,
What?
that's it.
and that's what it said.
But again, you don't know what balancing is, so might want to look for something in energy balancing.
Mm-hmm.
Because it doesn't take you to the chakra. Then. Chakra grades. Everything has, doesn't relate to anything else but a chakra.
But then don't you agree that I'm not targeting people like Mike who doesn't know anything? You know, this is already a target in an audience that knows and is interested in working with chakras. So I think the word chakra can be in there.
Okay.
And then, then with an e-report it is more explanation. But
What are you doing February 1st?
February 1st.
It's supposed to be Friday.
Pardon?
It's supposed to be Friday.
I don't have anything planned on that day yet. I
Do
think
you wanna come and share the table at Enchanted, wherever it is?
Sure.
Because she asked me to talk for 5 minutes.
5
And-
minutes only?
Yeah, and she will have these 10 tables.
Uh-huh.
However, I don't know. Like, I will use my scheduling, my journaling, my journaling courses,
Mm-hmm.
how people to balance, and I can introduce you as one of the businesses that we are helping,
Mm-hmm.
and you can be as a like, if you are on half of the table, you'll be able to show people what you are doing.
Mm-hmm.
And when people ask me, like, that's okay, like, we bring one of our customers who will basically able to boost their business as an example of what we do.
Mm-hmm.
That's right?
Yep.
Yeah. Same place. We have to be there at 11 o'clock.
11?
Guess what's available? ChakraBalancingPro.ca.
ChakraBalancingPro.ca.
$4.99.
If you do it through .easy, it will be much easier for me to give you space for it. And I don't get any collection from .easy.
.c.
Yeah.
What are you saying now? Go to .easy?
Yeah, if you register through .easy, it will be easier for me to point it out our space so we can create the space.
I'll look.
Arrival time between 11 to 11:15.
For what?
Depend on how long you have to sit up. Don't forget a table clause. Each speaker have 5 to 6 minutes.
I can bring a tablecloth.
I have one. I have the green one. But if you wanna come in, just because these people are not my
No.
the audience are not my customer. So I can come stand and talk about what we do, and then
Mm-hmm.
I can point out, even if you don't speak at all, but just people will be there. People will come talk to you about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
That's good.
Yeah.
February 1st. Okay, so I want to discuss one thing with which is Mike you are saying right now.
Oh dear, I put it on the 8th.
Okay, Mike.
Yes, what?
What is the pros and cons? Like, we agree in nutshell that
Yes, I think chakra-balancingpro.com is available too.
.com is available too.
I believe so, yeah.
okay.
So
Keeps,
I'll just
It's long again, you know, but that doesn't matter.
if you are not using this as part of an email,
Yeah.
so the problem will be is if you will put this as part of email. So I will say Mariana at
Yeah.
wael.badawi at waelbadawiconsultantlimited.com.
Yeah.
We get tired. Mike, I wanna explain something here, okay?
Okay.
Look at me now. Look at me. Look at me.
Look at me.
Look at me. We appreciate the multi URL because what you can do in a multi URL is the following. You have your website
Yes.
and I can link a URL here. So I
Yep.
have my website with the main URL.
Yeah.
I can link a URL here, not direct pointing. I can have, it's a very small code where you basically switch to this website after some time. And I can do multiple URLs like this. And what I can do here is I can put codes or keywords for the search engine, which will influence the keywords here. That's right. So this will be a code where it's actually a forwarder. It's not a URL forwarding. It's an actual small space where you have index.html and you'll have a code here which you'll wait within 5 seconds or 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It will actually forward to here. We can do that. That's right. But what is the problem now? The issue is this is a complete WordPress core
Right.
which has a connection to Google Real Estate.
Right.
That's right. So all the indexing is happening here.
Right.
When you come and say, I have another URL where I have my own landing page here, you will need another WordPress, you need another pixel, you need more stuff, which might be tricky. How are you aggregating all the information in one point? So we have to understand what is the implication of having an independent URL for the landing page. And if this landing page is physically existing on your website and the URL is only forwarding to a page on your website, which is the landing page, or it's an independent landing page here, which will point back to your website.
So we're looking for traffic?
If you try to aggregate the traffic, how this will work?
Is one way better than another?
If you are doing it in this way and this will be a page on your website,
Yeah.
the aggregation is happening on your website already.
So the website traffic is going to go up.
It will be aggregated. It will know everybody coming to the website. So having a landing page independently, it may not be the way, the ultimate way, because what are you doing with the traffic? What's your strategy? If your strategy is to collect the pixel values to do retargeting, you will prefer to have everything on your website. Is your strategy to only collect lead and you don't care about who's coming to your website as pixel, which means when you put more advertisement to Facebook, it will re-send the same people again and again and again, you can use this particular landing page.
I'm lost.
There are two ways to do multi-URL forwarding. There is a way where I can do a URL to a part of the website. So this will be pages or posts on the website.
Right.
There is another way of having the URL with a small storage space where I can have a code. It's like 4 lines, 3 lines or 4 lines code, which say wait for some time and then go forward to this particular page. Usually we attach information here to enhance the keyword. Because
So is that a page that it's dropping to then, that URL?
this will
Goes
be
to
a,
the page and then forward,
this will be an index.html or HTML.
so it's a page.
It's a complete website.
It's a complete website.
It is a complete website.
And what do you do? So once they enter in that URL, what do they see on that website?
It will say the website was moved, and it will open in 5 seconds, or click here to direct. So it's directing this URL to this website, but through a waiting stage. We do this waiting stage because we want to access, we want to increase the traffic by adding different keywords here
Adding them where?
to this website.
What's an example of adding keywords?
You can add metadata.
Yeah.
You can duplicate the metadata, so you have 2 metadata pointing to a WordPress kernel. You can add specific better images and different photos, and then eventually within 3 seconds or 5 seconds you will basically go to the original website. Make sense?
I don't understand the application.
To
I need to know what information is stored on one. Why you would want
what
to
you
suspend.
what you see here is you will be forwarded, or you'll be moved to you will be forwarded to the right website
Yeah.
in 2 seconds or 3 seconds.
Okay.
Otherwise, click here to access the website.
Right.
So when you do this forwarder and you submit them to Google, they will have their own metadata. So now for this website, you have multiple websites which has similar metadata. So Google now will have more trust on this website.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Now, if you want to have the landing page as one of this website, first one is you need to install the tools. You need to install the indexing for this URL. That's right? Which is a bigger job.
Yeah.
Now, when the traffic will come here or here, you are splitting the traffic. So, what's the value of the traffic coming to your website? If you are doing anything with it, it would rather having the landing page on your website. It's the same question. Should I use the landing page on Infusionsoft or on my website?
Mm-hmm.
So, landing page on Infusionsoft, the problem was it gives you the Infusionsoft URL where people will not click on it because they know. Landing page on your website, the traffic will go to your website.
So, and they can click through to something else on the website, but
Yes, they can click through it, and as a matter of fact, if you click through it and you did not fill the field right, the error message will come and you will go to the hosted version of Infusionsoft page. So if you have a page here on your website and you want to put first name and email and you say submit or download, if you didn't put a valid email, what will happen? You will have one error message here in red saying you did not have a valid email. If you give enough attention to the actual URL here, this URL will be the Infusionsoft URL, which means the error message will port an Infusionsoft hosted page, because this we call them Infusionsoft hosted page.
But if you just click on the website itself, you don't see the landing page.
No, you will see the landing page. The landing page will be hosted on the website.
Okay.
It will be created in Infusionsoft and hosted on your website.
Okay. So it's just a different page.
It's just it's a copy of a different page.
Mm-hmm.
But if
And
any
that's-
error will
that's-
happen, it will direct you to this page to handle the errors.
Mm-hmm.
Make sense?
But then it's really a separate page. It's not if you do the long website.
The long website is the very first page on your website where people will stay for longer time.
Yeah.
So the long this is the very entry. This will be a second page on your website.
Mm-hmm.
Make sense, or you got lost?
So are we looking to promote the SEO in by doing this, or what's?
You will promote the SEO if everybody will come to your website. If you split, you will not care about the traffic. But the value of splitting is you can duplicate the SEOs here and make all of them pointing to your website. So there will be a 2-level or 3-level trust.
So it gives it more authority because there's all this.
Or more trust, or more indication of trust.
Because when I think of the products I'm offering, though, my landing page could be to get new clients, or it could be to promote my online series.
Yep.
Whereby I don't want people going to April tax solutions.
Yep. Yep.
So it's a matter of where do I want that traffic to go? What's the purpose of the traffic?
Yep. Yep.
So I'm going to have to decide on that first.
Yep. And when you decide on this first, it will drive you to this particular what?
Yeah.
Remember the discussion we have, and Mariana said, I'm
Yeah.
not understanding.
Yeah.
So if you decide, it will get to this discussion. And to be honest with you, I don't know when people come and say, I will help you with your social media or your website, what are they doing? Because if the business owner does not have this decision, how are you promoting the...
Well, I think the business owner wants to expand all three of them. I mean, when I look at that, I want more following, I want more sales, I want to collect leads.
Yes?
So I say for social media, how do I accomplish that? And if it means that we have to create a strategy of we got to collect leads first, and then we move to the sales, or maybe we start with sales first. So how do we organize it? Because you said you can't run two at the same time.
You have, if you run two at the same time, it will be a parallel two. So it will be two projects, right? It will be it will be double time, double funding.
Right.
And the problem with running two will be very interesting, because the demographic who will see this one most likely will be the same demographic who is seeing this one. Because when you define your own audience, paid or unpaid, inside this media,
Yeah.
the audience will be, the media will basically send the same information to everybody, to the same people. So if I'm doing my campaign here, my paid ad for collect lead and my paid ad for selling, the same fellow will most likely see both ads together because he fits the profile.
Unless I define two separate audiences.
If you define two separate audiences, it means what? Two different projects, two different campaigns.
Right.
Double the time, double the money, right?
Yeah.
That's right?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to express and stress on it is the strategy has to fit one of these categories and one only. Otherwise, it's two strategies or two concepts.
Yeah.
The strategies cannot fit more than one. And we have to understand, when we do this one, where are we going here? Are we going to MailChimp Infusionsoft route? Are we going to sell right away? And this is, by the way, is no different than adding a business card here. Like if I add a business card, which will send you to a page to download an email, is no different than this one, because it's a lead collection. So I will send you through my business card to download, and then what will happen? I am getting you through this route.
Right.
And this is what they call it, how to transfer an offline traffic on business cards to an online traffic. Make sense?
Yeah. You just have to make it happen.
You have to decide which one of these you wanna pursue or achieve. That's why on the wrestling thing, when you come, okay, here is the website. There's also one more thing, is when people actually come and make comment on the Facebook page and say, can I pick up the tickets at the venue, or can I come? We should be able to respond to them. Just ignoring the responding is not right strategy.
Yeah, yeah,
That's right?
yeah.
So, but ultimately, I would like to, like to have more people come and take a BioWell test, and then keep working with them. So, do I collect the leads and then go into an e-report and then offer the reading? Is that the road to go?
You can do that. You can collect the email,
Yeah.
and on the back end of the thank you page of collecting the email, you can offer the reading. And if they opt in for the reading, they opt in for the reading. If they don't opt in, you can keep going with them to the email. Can you follow this, what I'm saying?
No.
So let's explain how the landing page works, okay? So the landing page will have, we will collect a first name and email. They will have here an image, and they will download something. Okay? So this is number one. Number two is called the thank you page. That's right. So when they click here, what you have on the thank you page? Your report is on the way. That's right.
Yeah.
You can actually give them an invite for the assessment.
Already on that page.
Already on this page.
Mm-hmm.
If they sign up for it, it's okay.
But
Then-
that's a paid part, and so that's okay to already have an invite for the paid assessment.
Yeah, on the thank you page.
Yeah. Okay.
Or if you want to make it more, you can have 3 videos, and then they can buy now, or they can join now.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it this way. So you can have here video for this invite.
Mm-hmm.
Then you will send them an email with the report. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can wait for 3 days to send them another email as invite. If they bought here, you basically
Invite for the what? Invite for the.
if they bought here, you can follow up on sales. So this will be follow up on sales. So let me. So I will go through it again. So here, this is a very small campaign. First thing is you need to have a landing page.
Yeah.
The landing page, you have a title. At the end of the day, you have a first name and email, and then download. You have an image, you have some information, as we talked about before. On the back thank you of the landing page, you have a thank you page.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it say your report is on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You can also invite them here to the assessment. You can have a video for the invitation and ask them to buy,
What's the video for?
to invite them for the assessment,
Assessment of what?
So it has to be a video.
the BioWell assessment.
So does it have to be a video or?
It can be a video, it can be image, but video will be more. And we can script it and we can record it. Thank you for downloading this valuable report. My name is Mariana Van Gogh, and I am here to introduce to you the BioWell assessment, where you'll achieve 1, 2, 3. And if you really like it, please click below, and I'll see you in person. I will welcome you in person to the assessment session.
Mhm.
And what you do here, when you do it here, this will be a purchase.
Yeah.
So this will lead to sales page. If they close, they close.
Mhm.
Now, on the back end, what will happen? You will send an email with the report,
Mhm.
and you can wait for 3 days, for example. That's right.
Mhm.
If they did not click, if they click or they buy, you will follow them on buying. If they didn't buy, you will keep here sending them information every 3 days to invite them to join your.
Let's go back to the first one. Email.
Plus report. Download the report.
Oh, that's number one.
Number one.
Goes down to the email. Okay, so I'm a little confused because you went from
Awesome.
the landing page.
Awesome.
The
Hold on.
landing page.
The landing page is here.
Okay,
You'll expose. First one is the landing page.
right.
The landing page is connected to thank you page.
Yeah, if they do a download.
If we have to assume they do a download, otherwise we don't have their emails and communication.
Okay.
So
yeah,
on the thank you page, what we will do is you will receive your email shortly, and you can give them an invite for the assessment, which is in her case BioWell assessment. In your
Sure.
case will be whatever. Okay.
Consult.
Whatever, consult, assessment or consult.
Sure, sure.
To do the invite, we can record a small video of 3 minutes to say, hi, so-and-so, would love to have you in the assessment. Within this assessment, you will achieve 1, 2, 3, 4. And I would encourage you to click below to join the assessment.
Mhm.
So here you can buy or join the assessment. And this will be a sales page. This will be a sales brand. Now, so this is the front end.
Right.
Now, what I have here in the tools, which I call it the back end. The tool will create a contact, and it will send the contact an email plus a report.
Right. Kind of good to know.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, well, I don't think I will be able to do this in MailChimp. I will have to get the Infusionsoft.
I'm surprised you are here and you did not get Infusionsoft yet, okay?
I know.
Anyway, the logic, no matter what tools you use, the logic will be as follows. This is email will go.
What is the little word said by tools there? Good.
So you will send, this is tools,
Yeah, but
which
then-
is the back end.
Yeah.
Create content.
So this will create a contact,
Oh, contact. That's right.
the
Okay.
contact. Okay? When you create a contact, what are you doing now? It will send the email and the report.
Mhm.
If they click on buy, there is a way to say if they click on buy, take them away and send them thank you for buying and let them exit.
Mhm.
So you can follow up on the sales. Make sense?
Yeah.
If they did not buy, I can wait for 3 days or 1 day or 1 week, whatever,
Mhm.
and send them. I will send a follow-up email 1, and then I can wait for a third time and say follow-up email 2.
Mhm.
What I would do in email 1 I can send them to a sales page, or I can send them more information. It's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Was that say email and repair? Repost? What? Right there. Right, no, back up. Right there.
Email plus report.
Plus report. Okay. Plus.
And so
So
You know,
this
the-
is a campaign which will cost about $700 to $3,000 to put together. This is what people charge on Infusionsoft. I was shocked. Like for you, just basically come here. We can maybe on Saturday if you want like to get just
I
you
can't come on Saturday.
you can't.
No, I have an appointment with Tiana.
So you can come anytime here and you can basically record. And we have the white screen, there's a green screen and the black screen. So you can basically record any of this here. It's not a big deal. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and then you can put it. It's not a big deal. But what I found out is people are charging crazy money for this.
Yeah. So what do you suggest for asking for, for the first assessment? For that assessment?
I don't know how much do you charge.
Well, if I do a complete assessment from an hour and do the test and assessment, and then I could charge 150. But I can also do a small one that I just do the BioL and then from there on offer more.
I would say if you do it here, it should be somewhere between maybe $7 to $27, 47 maximum.
Yeah.
That's right.
So 47 is okay.
Hey,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in class. Yes. Right.
So what I'm trying to say here is when people come from $0 to assessment,
Yeah.
the assessment can be for free, can be for $7, can be for 17, 27, 47. It can be for 97. It can be for 147. It doesn't matter. What matters is how we are convincing here. The more
Yeah.
higher you go, you can also get them to buy a $7 package here,
Mm-hmm.
which is just like an ebook or a written assessment, and then do the personal assessment somewhere else. You can also do this if you like.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you,
So now for the e-report $7 and then
you can do it this way,
mm-hmm.
or 97 cents.
Yeah.
So how we can measure it is by basically launching post projects and they do an A/B testing, which basically measure how many people will convert on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Now, can I explain to you a way to do it without Infusionsoft?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Gotta write letters and buy stamps.
No, there is a way of doing it.
Is there? Okay.
Like I can literally use Form 7 here, which will send me to a specific Gmail account.
Actually, I think we'll throw this guy out.
Okay.
Get it later.
And I can go here and I can sell this on exclusive PayPal.
It's two.
And then what I would do next is I can manually send the emails,
Mm-hmm.
which is not the right way of doing it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because like if you buy Infusionsoft, they had the package for $100 a month, which the first 3 months for $27, but it was $100 a month. So this package on Infusionsoft at $100, if you sell $200 here, which you could not sell without it,
Mm-hmm.
you
I know.
that's right.
Don't have to sell much in order to make that pay.
That's right.
Yeah.
The point is, can you sell 2 more packages every month without?
Yeah.
And then you have all the leverage of the other stuff for Infusionsoft.
Yeah.
You know? Mike, any questions?
No.
Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
And then now on Infusionsoft, when you design landing page, they have very nice templates you can use. So it's not as what we used to do before is we sit here and explain landing page. There's so much you can do on landing pages on Infusionsoft.
So, do you like Infusionsoft landing pages, or do you prefer them to be,
The new one, yes.
or do you prefer the web page, the landing page to stay on the website?
No, you will design the landing page on Infusionsoft,
Yeah.
and there is 3 ways to share it. One is to use the service of Infusionsoft. The second one is to copy the HTML code and put it on your own website.
Oh, okay.
This is what I love. So we design the landing page in Infusionsoft.
Okay.
We solve all the whistles,
So
and
you remove Infusionsoft.
and then you will do self-hosting for the page, because of one thing. The issues till today in Infusionsoft, it will have the URL on Infusionsoft. So if I want to share, if I want to share this page on Facebook, how this page will look at Facebook? It will have an image here. It will have a title, a description, plus a URL. That's right?
Yeah.
Which page is coming from? You cannot customize this on Infusionsoft as far as I know. So when I take this page and go to my own website, there is a metadata code where you define this image, you define this title, you define this URL. Following? Immediately when you will have advertisement on this post, Facebook will give you a button here. So if you share this on Facebook,
Yeah.
people click on it, they will go to the URL.
Oh, I
If
see.
you run it as a paid ad,
Yeah.
Facebook will tell you what do you like to have as a button here. So they add an extra button for you. So when I go this as a self-hosted on Infusionsoft, I have less control on those. And it will show the URL as the Infusionsoft website,
Yeah.
which I don't like,
Right.
because it will show my app name,
Yeah.
and it will show my Infusionsoft. So it will show it will deter people from clicking on it.
Yeah.
But when I have this as Win Your Brand or as Apple Tax Solutions or whatever it is, people will click on it.
Right. Interesting.
That's why I like to design this on Infusionsoft. Host it yourself. There is an option. The third option is to email it to somebody to use it. However, what I'm telling you, if you fill it wrong and you click, you have error message here, you will go back to Infusionsoft. Any questions?
No, I just have some step to follow and.
So, the actions which you should do it today, in my understanding, is number 1, can you do a social media strategy to promote what? Your landing page. And I would like you to do 2 things. Do a landing page for affiliate. Like, remember when we did the launch, the 8 weeks launch and product creation, we talk about affiliate. So you can do a landing pages for affiliate.
Yeah.
People who wants to affiliate with your business. and do another landing page for your customers. Affiliate will be the partners who can promote your business. If you have Infusionsoft, you can do this. If you don't have it, you can basically do one for the customer. So can you design a landing page? Look at this strategy, see what's missing on your social media subscriptions. You have your bio, you have your about, you have your photo, you have your URL for your website. Go and grab as many as you can.
Mm-hmm.
And don't be mad if these names are taken away.
If what?
If the names are taken away, because sometimes the names are gone.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't get them early, people will be taking them.
Okay.
Any questions so far? It's too much?
No, it's enough. It's enough.
Okay.
No more.
So do you wanna, Mike will start first now when he's done.
Okay.
Do you wanna, Mike, reflect on what happened today so we can close the day? So what I like to do is every session we can just have a little bit of what you learn from it to recap,
Sure.
and every session, every long day or full session we say, okay, can you reflect on it? So what is the most things we'll use? What is the interesting learning you have? Was it boring, not boring? Did you get an aha moment? Do you have an action to do? And then you just can reflect so we can close the day
Mm-hmm.
in a meaningful way. So start with Mike. We take turns.
Reflecting on today, like I said, knowing that the .ca CIRA registry was pretty prominent. I've never been informed that that was important to helping with search indexing by Google. That was good, and just also understanding where your landing page should be positioned, and so that it can influence the Google SEO and add more credibility to my website, because that's just going to increase my ranking as the more authority I have.
That's good. Mariana, what did?
I am very happy about this last page, about the landing page and how to structure that, and because I've been kicking against that for a long time, and it never got clear in my mind, and now it's clear how I have a strategy to go and do it, because it's really sad that I have a beautiful machine that I could offer to people, and it's just sitting there not doing anything because I just don't have a strategy. And I think so this was very helpful.
Good, thank you. So we'll meet again on Saturday, and have a wonderful day.
Yay. So you have a BioWell machine that you hook people?
Copyright 2017 Win Your Brand. All rights reserved. This video is subject to copyright owned by Win Your Brand. Any reproduction or republication of all or part of this video is expressly prohibited, unless Win Your Brand has explicitly granted its prior written consent. All other rights reserved.